Hello, Baby Gang says, this is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of In Stars in Time. This has been such a gorgeous game. And we went off this way last time, but we didn't go all the way. So I want to make sure we go this way this time. Now, we probably won't be able to avoid battles the whole time. Like here, I forgot this door locked. Leave door alone. Leave door alone. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to avoid battles all the time, but we went a little bit down here, but we didn't go all the way down here last time. There was still some other stuff we could have checked out. Yeah, the battle system's so good in this game, isn't it? So let's quickly dispatch of this enemy. And we'll give it to Isabeau. So we'll go with a smash. Nice shot. Honestly, nice shot. Who's next? Honestly, we could just do an attack, right? Yeah, we could just do an attack. Oh, level 46 is... For any RPG, that would be pretty high, though, right? But I guess you're talking about the journey we've already been on as well. This is where we didn't go down last time, right? What happened? I'm definitely not looking around me, and I'm admiring the view instead, so tell me if I'm about to run into something dangerous. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You keep Isabeau from running into life-ending tears? Huh? Huh? What? What? What is this? Is it water? Should I not touch the weird floating water? The same weird water as before. Oh wait, I've heard about those. The villager Dormont called them tears, and if you touch them, you get frozen to time. Oh my god, are they gonna freeze us again? Alright, they haven't talked about it before. Wait, so I almost died? Maybe we should pay more attention, distracted one. I'm keeping my eyes open for all the threats except the ones in front of me. We should be more careful. We won't want to touch these. Also, I heard that being frozen makes you go to sleep and gives you a super good dream. Oh? Oh? Oh. Did you hear that from the people in Dormont too? A nice lady told me when she heard my sister got frozen. Aww. You know what that could be as well? Someone just trying to make Bonnie feel better about their sister. You know what I mean? It's kind of the way when, you know, when a family member or something passes on when you're younger, and someone will always say like, well, like, you know, this is what's happening now. You know, it's kind of like, you know, Gandalf giving his speech about moving on after life. You know, it's very sad. Oh. I know it's not true. Oh, Bonnie. I'm not stupid. It's not stupid. Just, it would be nice. That is very heartbreaking. That is extremely heartbreaking. If that was true. So you should touch the weird frozen water and be frozen. Let me know how it goes. Pass. Well, we might still need to go this way, so we should look around and find if there's another way, a way to make it disappear. You do have the crest, though. Yeah, that's a moment that happens in life, especially like for younger people as well. There is this idea, I think, where it's like a way to comfort them. And I think in Bonnie's perspective, Bonnie doesn't like to be seen as like, you know, a really young person. I think Bonnie has that personality of like, you know, I don't want to be looked down upon in any way. Even though like someone be having sympathy for you isn't looking down upon you. But like it can feel that way sometimes, right? Where it's like, you don't need to look down at me. I know this is true. I know this ain't true. I know it's not true. But maybe it's a comforting thing even to tell themselves, right? A hole in the wall. A hole doesn't really bring you anywhere. Okay, I thought this was going to be like a passageway or something. So we have did he say we have a crest? Or we didn't have the crest. Memory of skirmish, by the way. So in terms of memories, by the way, we can equip anything, right? So like say memory of looping. Memory of self. That brings us down a bit. Do other people have memories as well that we can equip yet? It seems not, right? Memory of tonics. That's the same, is it? It seems like it's the same, right? Oh, yes, the health items. Fantastic, yeah. It's not about just stats sometimes. Okay, so we can't go past that water area at least just yet. Right? So let's maybe figure out how to go back here then, because I don't want to go near touches. So we know that there is like a doorway back here, right? They can hit you from a mile away. I love these battle screens. Yeah, it's just a very like Bonnie. I think is like a more of a beautiful soul than even like let on. You know what I mean? I never doubted that they had a beautiful soul, but like, I think it's a very emotional time for them. Clearly, as it would be. Like Jesus Christ, like look what's happening in their life. It is a moment where they are still probably uncertain if they could even help their sister. Right? Losing a loved one in any context is so hard. It's so difficult. But knowing that they're just frozen there waiting for you. And it is a comforting feeling thinking, well, what if they're having a nice dream right now? You know what I mean? And I totally get that. I think we all get that. Who's going to start off here? I wonder sometimes if it's based off the final battle as well. Let's use a craft. Knife to meet you. It's a good shot, honestly. Use a Jolly Rondo. And the same thing we did last time. I love the animations and the frames. It's so cool. I might use an item just to be... Well, actually, we're going back to like a save point though, right? We're going to be like really close to a save point. So it feels like a bit redundant to not just save instead of using our items. Even though we probably will lose our items whenever we loop again. Past here. I'm not opposed to saving, right? Yeah. Like, there's no penalty for saving, so... That we know of. This isn't Resident Evil, you know? Which I love. Okay, let's see here. The gate is locked. Well, this is what I expect would be locked. Where does it bring us? Far into the house? Yes, this is the only way to the second floor. No wonder the king would make sure we couldn't go in. I'm telling you, the king is scared of us. Maybe he is, but in the meantime, we should find a way to open this door. You look at the gate a little bit closer. The keyhole is shaped like an egg, broken in half. Where could the key be? Did we get an egg key before? I don't think so. We got a star crest. I'm not quite sure. Oh, wait. So we have this. I wonder does the star crest open the door over here? Man, I tried to move up there. It did not work. They were coming for us no matter what. I think we can run away though, right? At least for now while we're trying to like figure out how to get out of here. But I think like the attacking them won't take too long either, right? Yeah. Yeah, and I think doing multi-attacks here is not a terrible idea, like the kaboom and stuff like that. Yeah. Jesus, they hung on. You breathing it out? Okay. So that's so it was the egg door as well. We didn't find an egg key, right? Or did we? I don't think we did. We need to find an egg key. But we have a star crest, right? There was nothing down here, wasn't there not? Man, I love the tapping of a controller here, man. It reminds you all the time what I used to watch YouTube. I said it last time, like it's not even like because there's nothing wrong with ASMR. I don't have anything against it whatsoever. But it's more just like I'm gonna say it's not that. It's more just like a nostalgic thing for me, hearing the clacking of the D-pad. And the Xbox controller has like a really like clacky D-pad. You know what I mean? It like you could hear it whenever it moves. Check up here. I don't think there was anything here though, wasn't there? It has to be past those guys, right? Spooky, okay. It has to be past the water. But if we touch it, are we gonna... Worth a try. Same thing as we said before, right? What is this room, though? I think it may be a storage room. I often saw the doorman's shopkeeper go in there. He might have the open phrase for it. If we... Oh, the loop. Oh my god. We can go back and ask the shopkeeper. That's so good. That makes sense now. By the way, I haven't seen all of your comments on the videos yet. I've seen some of them, obviously, but like, I get up and I record like all the videos in a row that I do for, usually about 3 or 4 videos a day. I try to record, so like I haven't been able to check the comments, but I will be replying to some comments later on today. So if anyone's ever wondering why it takes me so long, I think it's because I upload these videos, obviously later than in my country's later. To me, it's like almost midnight when I upload these videos. So if you're wondering why you probably don't get like you get responses like the next day afterwards, it's usually because of that. It's usually because like I'm like getting ready to sleep when I upload these videos, which is fine. So then if we check out, so what we were looking at over here was this thing here. It's not anything to do with this pillar, is it? That sure is a pillar. It's not anything to do with this, is it? This might be stupid, but what if you use the star crest just to you got just on those tiers and see if it does something? There's a teardrop engraved in the star crest after all. And if it doesn't work well, you'll look stupid, but you can always loop back. And not look stupid. Use the star crest? Sure. Free path time. Use the star crest. There we go. It worked. Bye-bye, tears. Phew. So we could have gotten the storage room stuff as... Oh, cool. We could have gotten the storage room password as well, but I wonder if we will need... What? You hit your hip on the counter and made an embarrassing sound. Oh, that's one of the worst pains. Seafreen. Did you really hit the counter and say, yeah? You did. No. Okay. Yeah. Madame? The facial expression as well, but that's one of the worst pains when you hit your body off like a table or something. Some vials. Let's see. You got a super tonic. You give them to Bonnie for safekeeping. A flyer for Dormont's boulangerie. Dormont's Mignon Boulangerie. Bread 20% off every Saturday. Because we loaf you almost as much as you loaf our bread. Ah. Bad. Hey, Sif. You look at Isabeau. Consider how much bread we bought from the dinner yesterday. Let's go. Loving us is the least they could do. No, not allowed. I personally am not into puns, but I think it's sweet the way they're doing it. You know what I mean? To me, it's more cute than funny with these guys. You know, teamwork. Yay. You know what I mean? I'm not like a pun person. It's a barrel. It says inside, "Do not shake." Should we shake it? A pot filled with bubbling food, frozen in time. Steam is frozen midair, so even the food's frozen. So what's inside? Looks like they were cooking crab. What? Crab? What's happening? Someone's cooking crab? In a house of change of all places. Food tastes like crab. But literally. Why would someone do this? Wait, what? Odile looks at you with a question marks in her eyes. But crab is so tasty. You shrug. I'm very confused. Maybe it's just different cultures, maybe? Is this a Vagardian thing? Please don't tell me you eat crabs in Kaboo. I don't think I could handle it. No, not really. But we don't have such an aversion to them. Okay. Wait. Is it... like... is this like dolphins? So like maybe they don't like eating dolphins, I guess. Which would, I guess I get, like also like make, you know, they're trying, I guess it's like, you know, different, you know, they're trying to say in different places they eat different creatures, I guess. I suppose. What about them? In Kaboo. We don't like dolphins. You don't like dolphins or you don't like eating dolphins? Because that's two very different things. Something about them being too smart. Are crabs smart? No, they're stupid and don't even walk right. Crabs just look weird, I think. I've never actually thought about it. I thought it was like spiders. Every human thinks spiders look scary. Not afraid of spiders. No, I'm a big strong man. So crabs are weird and don't walk right, okay. And they're Inevitable? Uh-huh. I still don't understand anything. You also still don't understand anything. Vogard is weird. What's so interesting about that whole conversation is that we had like a clash of like, yeah, clash of cultures, right? And I think that's such an interesting thing. You know, you eat crab, but then like, you know, Seafreen and Odile like kind of shared a look of like, yes? Like, you know what I mean? You don't, you know? So I wonder if it is like, again, the thing where they were saying like and it's not even because they're smart, it's just like they said they're inevitable and they don't like eating them because they're dumb and they look like spiders and or they might be a bit creepy. But I do love that they showed like this contrast in culture stuff as well. Kitchen closet, you open it. The egg key, there we go. You put the key in your pocket. You know where the egg key is located. The keychain dangling from it is shaped like an egg. Does it mean something? That's an egg. An egg? Bonnie's making grabby hands. You give Bonnie the key. So the next key should be a broken egg, right? Are eggs important to change beliefs? No, I wonder if it's like the idea of like the way reincarnation is kind of like change. It's like a rebirth maybe? Yes, an intact egg and a broken egg. We're the egg, getting out of the egg. Change also means destruction, blah, blah, blah. Well, yes, pretty much. Yeah, Maribel, like, you can explain it if you want as well in your own way. Can't make pancakes without breaking a few eggs. It's omelets, Bonbon. You're an omelet, A terrified rebuttal from a preteen. Honestly, if someone called me an omelet, I probably would feel very strange. And for every change, something needs to break. Maybe changing yourself will hurt someone. Maybe changing means leaving a part of yourself behind. It's to remind us that before changing, we must stop and think about what will be irreparably destroyed. But destruction is just part of the change, and we must accept it. Yeah, it'd be awful to keep yourself from becoming a person you feel comfortable with just because it would upset someone else. Huh? That's a harsher belief than I thought. Bonnie's still looking at the egg keychain. Chomp? Bonnie tried to take a bite out of the keychain. Chomp chomp. It's carried out of stone, Boniface. Maybe the keychain has a secret, madame. Uh-huh. Stupid crabbed rock. Bonnie gives you back the key. It's sticky. Honestly, Bonnie does give off the energy of someone that like bites you randomly. You know what I mean? Honestly, and I mean that as like a weird compliment, you know? Like they're very like much a weird person representation they are. Yeah, and I think the idea of like what to say is like the idea of the egg like being like it's not just reincarnation, it's the idea of like when an egg breaks, it brings forth like a new like the inside can be used to make other things. So it's like maybe things can break in the process of change as well. And things could break and or no matter what, your change will affect something and will change and will like and maybe negatively, they're saying as well. Because I thought it was like the idea of rebirth and reincarnation and stuff, I guess, like the way like, you know, when an egg is birthed, it becomes something new, you know what I mean? But I think it's also the idea of like if you crack an egg, you use it to create something new as well. So it does like you signify some sort of change as well. Okay, so let's go back up to the 2 egg doors, right? The biggest one. And then the smallest one at the same time too. I can't believe we avoided them. We have to be very slick to avoid them. So there's the door over here. Yeah, I don't mind the enemies respawning, especially if you like, you know, it's much better than just despawning and never being able to like grind if you want to, you know what I mean? Oh damn, forgot about the health stuff. Let's start with a knife to meet you. Let's do a sparkle heal. Then let's do a smash. Still does good damage, right? We might go to the save point again after this as well, just like get a healing as well. It would make sense. Oh, so they learn craft skills, but only if like it's in that loop, right? I've gotten stronger. You got the memory of so weak. You'll always remember this, so they can always have that skill. When equipped, your fighter will be able to use so weak as a skill, even if he isn't at level 46. So weak is a skill that lowers one enemy's attack. That's good. It's like a debuff. Interesting. Oh my god, I just noticed like Isabeau's run animation. While Bonnie, they're doing the oh wait, they jumped right in front of me. They're doing the like Naruto run. They jumped right in front of me though, didn't they? I'm gonna let them use an item. We don't have enough items, I think. Well, we have to use something, right? It's rock. Sorry, rock. Good shot. Craft. You need the healing more right now. Smash. Great stuff. Yeah, we can go to the save point again and I can get some healing back as well, but like we have to check what's in this door as well. Key time. You insert the key into the keyhole and open the door. We need to use some items. Honestly, yeah, we'll use this. Let's see here now as well. Where are we? This can't be the main progression, right? Because it has to be the middle door, right? Where are we? It's like we've entered into a whole new area as well. Turn it up. I guess we could start with paper on the bottom. And then keep going. Oh, paper for everyone. Do some damage on top as well. We're definitely doing more damage, right? We didn't even need to do kaboom there, but we did it. Thank you, Bonnie. You have to attack anyway as well. Aw, we almost got it. It's very weak. A slightly stronger blow would have done it. Well, if it's weak, want to do the final blow, Bonnie? Oh, the sparkle in their eyes. It is pretty weak, so sure. Knock yourself out. Okay, here I go. Great stuff. Their face. They're so sweet. You clap. Great job, Bonbon. You did good. What would we have done without you? If an enemy's close to dead, your little kiddo might deal the final blow. Look at them. So proud. Like a little bird who flew for the first time. You breathe in and out. 450 experience received. Mirabelle is now level 46. I wonder what's up this way, right? Because like, by the way, very sweet scene. I love how they're so supportive of Bonnie, but I wonder what is up here, like, you know? I think that support, you can see it between them all. Like, I think what's so good about the writing of this game is that they've definitely like made it feel like characters who how do I say it, who have been like together for a while. You know what I mean? They have a history with each other. You can see that through the dialogue as well, and it's really, really cool. We might as well just go for the attack. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like they've done a good job with that, because like it's not like, you know, characters who just met each other for the first time. These are characters that like know each other. Sure is a broken pillar. It's a pillar. More stuff to find, I guess. You open the closet, there's a pair of glasses inside a transparent case. Unlike the case, the glasses are completely opaque. Glasses you can't even see out of. Absolutely useless. Are you gonna take them? Yes, I'll take them. You got opaque glasses. You give the opaque glasses to Odile to equip later. That's nice. A little bit of equipment here. But yeah, I love the way the writing is like a bunch of characters who like known each other for a while, who have like camaraderie between themselves, know each other's personalities. And I love how they all like, in that sense, you can see that through their support for Bonnie. Some books in the House of Change, and a book from the series of The Cursing of the Chateau Castle Age of 51. You open the closet, it's filled with wax and candle making supplies. Smells nice. More tonics, some vials. Well, let's see. Sour tonics, you give them to Bonnie for safekeeping. Thank you so much, Bonnie. A craftonomy book. Oh, it's a craftology book? Piercing craft, creative craft. Where's the protecting craft chapter? It's a craftonomy book, not a craftology book. This one's about the study of craft, not your fortune. Hehehe. Aww. And in Bonnie in true like child fashion, like loves when someone else gets a little bit like of a scolding, you know? I want to know my horoscope today. This place has been frozen for a few months now. I don't think it'd be up to date. You really like that sort of stuff, don't you, Isabeau? I do. It's absolutely useless and has no basis in reality. But I like it when some letters tell me I'm gonna have a good day. You're Protector Craft, aren't you, Isabeau? People who use it are patient, honest, and loyal. And very gullible. That sure is me. You're very gullible. Funny, you're laughing, but aren't you also using Protector Craft? No. Yes, I do seem to remember this being the case, kiddo. No! It's not the same. I'm not gullible. Bonnie definitely does not like that. You like being able to be near them and not have to contribute to the conversation. Okay. Being silent, surrounded by people you like is nice. Very interesting, right? Because that is a very like calming feeling in a way, like, you know, that the pressure is taken off you to have conversations, but you still get the feeling of being around people at the same time. Someone who maybe isn't very good at conversation all the time, but still is able to like have that camaraderie and feel like you're a part of something. And I feel like that's what's happening here and what they've wanted. You know, they wanted to find kind of a purpose. They were bored out of their mind, and now they're having like fun with these characters. But of course, they don't want to say that out loud because like saying this is a fun situation is obviously a little bit dark as well. Yeah. Instructions on how to craft candles. Unlike normal candles, it seems crafted candles last longer and can change smells as time goes by. Interesting. Yeah, like it's so fun, like even the teasing of Bonnie there too. Like that's like a very like, they're all supportive of Bonnie, but still, it shows how close they are and how close they are now that they can also tease Bonnie and know the limits of Bonnie, right? Because knowing the limits of who you're teasing is like the important part of teasing. If you go past those limits, you don't know that person as well as you thought you did. Or maybe you're just being an arsehole. there's that too. I think you have to know those limits of where it goes to, right? You know, you have to. Some notes. Handwritten is so terrible. Handwriting is so terrible you can barely read what's on it. A bed. The bed itself doesn't seem very comfy, but that pillow. Why does it look so comfy? It's a strange shape though, doesn't it? Wait, that's not a pillow. That's a hat. Just like mine. What? You got a pillow hat. You give the pillow out to Bonnie to equip later. Some more equipment, I guess? A dresser with art books on top of it. You open the drawer. You found a broken egg key. Oh, so there we go. We got the other key. A keychain dangling from it is shaped like an egg and broken in half. You put the key in your pocket. You now know where the broken egg key is located. Sounds like keys will be in your future, huh? You should probably try to remember the location just in case. Very interesting. You will always remember this. When equipped, memory keys will help you remember where keys are. When looking at the locked door, you will get a sense of where the key is. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. Very good quality of life thing for the idea of how like you're going to be doing looping all the time, you know? If you already found the key in a previous loop, you'll get directions on where to go. Pretty useful if you're a forgetting type, huh? In someone's drawer? What a weird place for a key. Definitely not a very king-like place, huh? That's pretty stupid of him. I'm not sure. Hiding keys in places like drawers isn't a very king-like, yeah, but it means they're hard to find since it's not a very expected place. But thankfully, we have a good old Sif to help us find them. Thank you, Siegfried. Oh, look at her face. Good job, Siegfried. Yay, good job. She claps sarcastically, which makes everyone join in enthusiastically. You take a bow. I love this. Yeah, they have, you know what I mean? There's limits to their, they know each other so well at this point. I don't get like a feeling of like, oh, this is like mean or whatever when they're teasing each other. I get like a happiness when they're teasing each other. It's almost like friends that have known each other for so long and have been together and been through so much, you know? And it's not even teasing. It's just like a fun joke. Like, oh, well done, you know, sarcastic clapping, and you play along with it as well, you know? I think it's just really good writing, honestly. I thought Bonnie could come in there, but it's okay. They're not going to come in all the time, obviously. Here's like, it may look like I'm just like, I hate fights, but I don't think we need to fight the same enemies over again. Maybe we do. But I think it's probably like really okay for us not to just to fight everything. You know what I mean? I think we'd be here for a while. Great job. You know what I mean? We'd be here for a very long time. And I think like my Tales of series rule is always the same. Where it's like, if we destroy everything on the map, then it's okay then. I'm gonna go save. I think we just opened the door. Oh, there's a save point right before the door as well now. Stardust, listen. Listen, I forgot to explain. So this is loop. As you know, you can save your progress here. There's 2 things you might not know about recording your progress. Number 1, those stars are all linked to a spot you can loop back to. So these are the loop spots. Great, okay. So right now you can loop back to Dormont and to the first floor of the house. Number 2, remember how you'll keep your experience and craft skills no matter what, but your party's progress is reset every time you loop. So to make it easy for you, every time you save your progress, your party's craft skills and experience will be saved from this specific spot as well. Okay, cool, okay. So your fighter level now is 46 now. And when you record your progress in a second, he will be level 46 again if you loop back here. And don't worry, if for example you had him recorded level 52 before, but then he only gets level 46 next time to say, wait, okay, hold on a second. If for example you had him recorded as level 52 before, but then he only gets level 46 next time, you can save your progress here. His level will still be recorded as 52. Okay. No going back. He will stay strong. It's the same for the number of tonics and other battles and items you're holding too. Alright, that's it for me, Stardust. Goodbye. So if you save your progress here, your friend's experience and skills will be recorded here as well. That's great. So if you loop back here, you won't have to keep fighting so they can be stronger. So once we save here, we don't have like to grind or anything like that, it seems. Okay, you reach towards the light. So it's cool that like Loop can talk to us like that as well, right? Your friend's craft skills and experience have been recorded at this location. Save your progress, 100%. You close your eyes. And good information as well. Wait a second. They won't let me save on... Oh, they will. Okay. I was like, they won't let me save on 9. I have a lot of save points here. So I guess we have to open this door then. Yeah, there's good quality of life stuff in this game for sure. Key time. You insert the key into the keyhole and open the door. I'm super worried. Oh, should we check all the pillars again? That sure is a pillar. No, but they said there wouldn't be any more traps, right? It's a broken pillar. That sure is, yeah, they said there wouldn't be. Whoa, look at the size of the sadness. It seems to be guarding the rest of the house from us. It feels strong. Stronger than those you've seen so far. Get ready, everyone. So it's gonna be like a boss battle or some kind, or like a mini boss. Oh, it looks so cool. Big ball head. Yeah, that's what it is. Big ball head. Big ball head. Wait, something's happening. Oh, it's a peace sign? Okay, so it's weak to... Peace sign. It's weak to scissors? Or it's weakness to scissors. It's power scissors. Something appeared for a second on the big ball head. That was a scissor sign? Does it mean something? We can probably assume that it's its current craft type, so it's going to change craft types? If you need help, Seafreen, let me know and I'll analyze this enemy. Great stuff. Okay, good. Calamite. Anyone whose name starts with Cal, horrible. Honestly. So who's first? Okay, so craft, I guess turn it up. I guess we could analyze anyway, right? But I think the analysis is just for when we don't know what their type is, maybe? So right now we know what it is. The music's so freaking good. I love it. It's so, so good. We don't have any rock here. Boost all our friends' attack. Yeah, sure. That's a good idea, right? Craft. Your turn, so weak. Let's go. He looks cute and fragile. Lovely. Now it's going to be rock. Well done, Bonnie. But Bonnie missed. It's okay, Bonnie. Don't worry about it. We're back again here as well. So now it's going to be rock. We can make all our friends faster for 2 turns. So now we can use our hand here and use an artsy silent burst. Actually, I think we should do some healing on Seafreen. And then craft your turn. And well, Odile's going to get a turn anyway. So yeah, start buffing. Let's buff. Let's buff the hell out of this character. Should we try and examine anyway to see? It doesn't use a turn. Odile analyzes enemy. It showed the rock symbol, so it's rock type now. So it's if in case we forget. I'm not sure rock and scissors hacks will work. Paper it is then. This might be good opportunity to build up a jackpot points, everyone. Let's use the same craft type 5 times in a row. So, paper then? Craft. Turn it up. But see, I don't know, if it's gonna change then, so should we use scissor next time then, just in case it turns to paper? Because it has a high defense. Like, let's build this up as much as possible. Once again, give it to you. It's immune. Immune again. We're building it up here as well. This should be it, right? There we go. Awesome. We're getting all out attack here as well. Everyone unleashed a scissor attack. But they're like immune to this damage as well, right? But see, this it didn't work because I built it up because I thought they were gonna change. But I guess we could, yeah, okay. I hope you understand my reasoning there, guys. I'm not just an idiot. I thought that like we could build it up and they would change eventually, but I think they only change when they do damage. So we have to just like try and just do the hand for a bit. Unfortunately, I thought they would eventually change, but they did not. That's my bad. I hope you understand what my reasoning was there. I wasn't just trying to be silly about it. Guard. You know what I mean? I wasn't just trying to be silly. Seems like it's not changing this time around, though. Craft. Your turn. Should we give our turn to... No, everyone else is going to kind of get their turn very quickly, though. Yeah. So weak, I guess? We can't do the hand thing here. We could heal someone, though, as well. Heal ourselves. Yeah, I thought that... I didn't know. I thought it would change because it was changing, like, every few turns, but I guess not. See, that's what I mean. Now it's got back to rock, so I guess we can't predict it either, so we shouldn't try to predict it. So let's just try and do 3 punches in a row, then. Try our best. Turn it up to give it to you. Smash. Craft. Boost all your friends' attack. Craft. I guess we could guard, I guess? Because if we're trying to build up the punch attacks in a row, you know? Like, we're close to doing it. But I'm just wondering, will they, like, change at a certain point or something? Gonna guard as well. Turn it up, give it back to Isabeau. Is it gonna change again? Don't change, don't change, don't change yet, don't change yet. Because we have it now, I think. Yeah. No, we're out of rock. We're out of rock. No, we have to. I think we have items that can help it, right? Help us, right? Reduce cooldowns, salty broth. Right? Oh my god. Well, it's not going to matter too much now. Super Sparkle Heal. Please don't change. Here we go. Okay. And that's what we wanted. It's still like not a lot of damage, isn't it? That's what we have to build those up. We have to build them up. Let's go for the same again. See, I'm worried it's going to change very quickly. You know what I mean? I'm very worried if the change is going to happen. Rock 3. Well, look, we're doing damage anyway, even if the change doesn't happen like that. Artsy Silent Burst. I guess Guard as well? No, because we could cool... There we go again. The Sadness changes craft type. But you can't see it. I was wondering, because I actually was about to say, like, oh my god, did you not notice it? Like, not even joking, guys. I was literally about to be like, Calvin, you didn't even notice what changed. But no, it literally just didn't show us. Looks like I have to figure out its type based on how it attacks. But can't we analyze it in any way? Should we try that, maybe? Or we could try its weakness. No. It has a shield against scissors and rocks, so it's paper we have to use? Maybe? We could try it. It's not gonna hurt us to try. I love that looking cute and fragile. There we go, yeah. Perfect. Craft. Actually, now using a salty broth to give them their move back is not a bad idea. But I wonder if that's a good idea to use those items now. You know what I mean? But hey, we did it anyway. Your turn. Give it to... But they're going to get their turn next anyway. So let's just boost their defense. Like, they're literally about to get their turn anyway. We're out of this movement as well. Yeah, boost attack, right? Boost attack. I feel like I've done not very great in this battle, to be honest. Make up the time. Speed everyone up a bit. It's okay, Bonnie. Craft, turn it up. Give the turn to you. Odile. We can just do a basic attack as well. We need one more palm attack. Your turn. I give it to you. Yes, give it to Odile. Oh my god, well, we can just do it. Yeah, just a normal attack. There we go. Perfect. Love the animation for that stuff as well. And one more attack is going to do this, I feel like. Yeah, I don't think we did bad. I think I just made like a few little mistakes, and I feel like there's like you know, that's gonna come with time. That's gonna come with time. Like the first time when we did the group attack, I genuinely thought like, oh, it's gonna change, so like we'll try to get ahead of it. But you can't predict what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be in order either, so we'll have to realize that going forward. Might as well guard. We can't do anything there. Might as well guard. Guard. And then do a paper attack. Lovely. That was a fun battle, though. That was a fun battle. 6,000 experience received. Siegfried is now level 47. Mirabelle is now 47 and learned the craft skill Lovely Moving Cure. Isabeau is now 47 and Odile is now level 47. Good stuff. We did it. Victory. All right, let's keep moving. Mirabelle just learned a new skill. Oh, thanks, Change. I'll be able to help out more. You got the memory of a lovely moving cure. You'll always remember this. When equipped, your housemaiden will be able to use the lovely moving cure as well as a skill, even if she isn't on level 47. Lovely moving cure is a skill that cures frozen for one friend. It's very useful that she knows this. So we have these abilities that we can still equip as well. Can we save again? I know this is like, you know, oh, we can't. This is the point of no return. You have to press onwards. Fair enough. There we go. But we're full HP anyway because we all leveled up, which is a very good thing in an RPG to have that too. Yeah, I think what we have to learn in that battle as well, like I was trying to predict what was going to come next. That's not going to happen. You can't just predict what's going to happen next. Some of these enemies will be random. I feel like I probably could, you know, the whole thing of like giving people back their turns, I think I kind of like wasted that a few times because we didn't need to do that with Odile. But we'll learn with time. We'll learn our movesets. We'll learn all this stuff. We're just starting the game, honestly. It's just the beginning of a long, long, long journey. Very quiet. Very quiet, right? This room feels different from the others, doesn't it? It's missing the threatening pressure of the rest of the house has. Shall we take a little break then? Okay, that's a good idea. No. We should keep going and... Oh. What was that? Oh, you're hungry? Oh no, my time! My time! Bonnie the cook, my time to be the leader. Why? Because it's snacks time, baby! They're the ruler of snacks, look at their face. Snacks are important to keep your hunger away and keep your morale up. I learned that because I'm a growing kid. That sure is true. Oh, the music here is great too. But do we have time to? You do. Of course, you need to keep your energy up. 100%. I agree, Bonnie. Mira, let's take a break, all right? Even people blessed by the change god like you need a break sometimes. No, it's 100% accurate. You can't, like, make big decisions, do big moves on an empty stomach. It's not happening. It's okay. And no one's going to think less of you for taking a break. Everyone needs a break. All right. Everyone needs a break, Mirabelle. Everyone.
You guys stay here. I'll get some snacks ready.
Okay, snack leader. Oh, I remembered something. Isabeau. Heads or tails? Whoa. Huh? Tails. Odile takes a coin from her pocket and flips it in the air. Flip, 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 flip. It fell on tails. Huh. I lost. Yay! What do I win? The sweet taste of victory and nothing else. I don't even get a congrats? Wow, madame. I thought we were friends. We're not friends. We're associates. That's the way Odile kind of sees it, I guess. Not companions? Colleagues. Allies at best. Not even soulmates? Soulmates is a very far, you went from 1 to 10 very quickly. Can't believe you've gone down to being an acquaintance now. Oh, no. No. What was the coin flip about, madame? I love that, they have all the personalities on full display here in just this one scene, Mirabelle very worried that, she's shirking her duties by, taking a break and being so determined to keep going forward, not wanting to look like she is, shirking her duties. Isabeau being so, lighthearted and sweet and in a way fragile, looking towards, Odile for this coin flip thing and kind of looking for any validation that they are friends as well. With Odile kind of I think be a little bit playful, wanting to keep maybe things at arm's length at some points too, but still very comedically, being very sarcastic and snappy as well, which is really cool with them too. Bonnie rushing to get all the snacks, and then our character here kind of doing what we do best, I think, in this sense too right now, which we love being part of a group and we love observing it. We're just happy to be here, Well, I asked the favor tree to make me win my next coin flip. Huh? Such a silly flavor. Purely for scientific reasons. That does make sense, though. It does make sense. I was wondering whether this favor tree business had any truth to it. As we can see, it doesn't. Wait, so it didn't work? Oh. Well. Oh, what did Bonnie ask the favor tree? But Madame Odile didn't put any thought or hope into her favor, so why would it come true, right? Interesting way of looking at it, because that's the same thing with again, it's not about belief and stuff, because again, I've said a million times, I'm not a spiritual person whatsoever. I'm not, I don't, it's not my thing, to believe in spiritual stuff. I think it's beautiful. It's the same thing where it's how do I say, say with tarot cards and stuff like that, it's while it's not my thing and it's not my belief system, it's still one of those things that I find them really beautiful and fascinating, and the artwork can be gorgeous as well. And everyone I talk to about tarot cards always has something really fascinating and interesting to say. And I always love the meaning behind the cards and stuff like that. But I think with tarot cards, that's the thing too, where the belief is that if you don't believe or you choose not to believe, they won't work out or something like that. I think that's maybe a similar thing here, where it's maybe what Isabeau was saying. It's hey, you didn't put any thought into this and you didn't actually care that much. So why would it come true? If you want something to go true, it definitely will. You think so? Absolutely. Oh, what did Bonnie wish? That's right. Bonnie probably wished for yeah. And that's the thing. It's you have to be careful. So again, it's especially with someone who's so young, you have to be kind of careful with your phrasing and your words and the way you approach things. While you want to be honest with your feelings and all this stuff, you also have to just be very careful, especially around Bonnie, who's very sensitive at the moment about all these situations that's going on here. And the last thing you want Bonnie to feel is that everything's not going to be okay. Clearly this is something that is very upsetting to them. That is something that they've thought about for a while. It's their sister, for God's sake. And hearing that in the moment, it probably gave them such a big shock and probably set their heart beating fast. It's oh my God, you tell me it's not real. Again, I feel like Bonnie's holding on to a lot of hope, just like everyone else is. Everyone's well, Mirabelle is as well hoping to get, especially Mirabelle and Bonnie, I feel right? While everyone wants that hope of saving the world, I don't want to make it seem like they don't. But Mirabelle and Bonnie, are very much their story is tied to people in this way, you know what I mean? And especially Bonnie, who I feel there's their story so far has been a story of someone who is like clinging on to hope, clinging on to this idea that like it will be okay. My sister's in a dream right now and she's happy. I wished at the tree that she'd be okay, so it's going to be okay. If those things are dashed, it changes the motivation. It changes your feelings of moving forward. It changes all that stuff. It can be very difficult. And I don't want Bonnie to feel that way, at all. Because there's ways to be honest with someone while also making sure that you don't shatter their worldview to the point that they are just like, they fall into a space that they can't get back out of, Okay, who wants snacks? You see what I mean? There we go. Back to being motivated. I have snacks. Today I have many snacks at your disposal. I have some plantain chips, okay. Wow, did you use the last of those not bananas to make them?
Yes! Yes, I did! Crunchy, delicious, and full of potassium.
Oh my god, the smile, the squiggly smile. That's plantain chips. You all clap. Of course, look how supportive we are.
Second snack is some boring but delicious
boring? Cookies are amazing. Cookies are the best. They're so freaking good. Mirabelle, you're so right. You're so right. Oh my god. Oh, I love cookies. Great sales pitch, Bonbon. Boring but delicious. Cookies, the taste of home.
What kind of home was boring but delicious? You're weird.
Honestly, I kind of get boring but delicious. It's the idea of like your home is like, yeah, there's maybe not a lot happening there, but it's delicious, It feels great to be there.
And for our third and final snack, we are proud to present,
some onigiri?
some onigiri.
Onigiri.
Onigiri. Onigiri. Onigiri.
And again, this is like one of those things where it's like, sometimes words can be hard to pronounce, especially when you're a kid and you're learning and all this stuff as well. And like, I find words hard to pronounce sometimes as well, but they're trying, Bonnie is trying. You messed up that one on purpose, definitely.
Yes.
I have some onigiris for everyone. One of the kaboon rice balls, right?
Yeah, rice.
I love rice. Same. You and every other kid on this planet, Boniface.
Now choose. Choose which one you want. Don't worry, I have enough for everyone.
You'd like... Honestly, I'd say out of all of these, if you asked me what I would want, I would pick the onigiri. And here's my reasoning. This will give you energy as well, right? Some banana chips. Amazing, right? It would be great. Cookie would make me so freaking happy. I'd be like, oh my god, this cookie is beautiful. But if I'm thinking of something that like, just in case whatever happens down the line, there's a chance that the onigiri will fill me up a lot more.
There, you, go.
So excited for Bonnie here. Bonnie hands you the onigiri. Odile taught Bonnie how to make onigiri a few weeks back. You wonder what Bonnie put inside this time. Let's see. Apple slices? Did you put apple slices in the onigiris?
Yeah. Deal put a plum in hers before, so I figured I'd try put another fruit in there.
So plum is a very normal one for onigiri, I feel like.
Is it good? It's okay, Deal. I know you're old and don't like change, so
I have one with a plum if you want. Like, equal parts. No, not equal parts. It's like 10% insult, 90% actually very cute. Thank you. It's thoughtful in a way.
So, do y'all like it? Did I do a good job as snack leader?
Of course. You absolutely nod. Yeah. This was good. Their smile is so infectious, lights up the room. Uh-oh. You say very loudly. Thank you, snack leader, for the delicious meal. Oh, this is so good. Thank you, Bonnie. So good, Bon. I feel refreshed, invigorated, and alive. Oh my god, they are the most precious creature who ever lived. Oh, they're giving the look to Odile. Good food. Yummy, yum, yum. Yes! You got a memory of snacks. You'll always remember this. When equipped, memory of snacks makes the kid more likely to heal during battle. Very cool. After eating your snacks, everyone's health has been restored. And we got a save point as well. Can I say it's like one of the most precious things about this is that like I very, very, very clearly see, this task of being snack master is something that they're very good at, but also keeps their mind off a lot of the stuff that's happening around them. And I think, in that moment when they didn't get that praise in the way that they wanted, in a very natural way, they kind of like maybe started thinking like back to all the stuff that's happening. Maybe they started getting very sad about the stuff that's happening. And I think everyone noticed that right away and was like, we got to, snap into action here, which is very sweet too. But there is like even though like, putting apple in an onigiri is not like the natural way to do it, I guess. There's a showcase of learning and effort that is put in from Boniface, that they genuinely want to like learn and be better at what they're doing around these people, and it's fantastic. I hope I didn't make Bonnie upset earlier. You both look Bonnie's way. Bonnie is stuffing their cheeks happily. Never mind. Kids can bounce back, but they do remember stuff that is said, right? But I don't think they would take it personally, And when I say they bounce back, I think it's not a case of just like you should just like then just be mean to them. I'm not saying that, then never do that. But it's one of those situations that like they can usually bounce back from certain situations a lot easier. But if they're treated really improperly, it will like stick with them for the rest of their life. But I don't think that Bonnie would take what you said in a bad way. You know what I mean? I think Bonnie just knows you at this point and probably appreciates you in that way as well. Hey, Sif. Let me guess, you're still hungry? I can see it on your face. Want half this cookie? Isabel waves his last cookie at you. Yes. Oh, it's fine. That's so interesting. In her mind, we were like, yeah. And then we said no in real life to be polite. Okay, let's try it again. And this time you say, yes, please, Mr. Amazing, Wonderful, Funny, Buff, Isabeau. I asked again, would you like half of this cookie? Yes, please. Look at our smile as well. Yes, please, Mr. Amazing, Wonderful, Funny, Buff, Isabeau. Of course. Here you go. Isabeau gave you half his cookie. Thank you? No problem. Again, like, that's like so normal. Such a normal interaction, right? The idea of like, the music here is beautiful too. The music in this game is gorgeous anyway, but yeah, it's such a normal interaction. The idea of like trying to be polite, but like someone can see through that almost instantly, and that's usually a good friend. You okay, Mirabel? Hope everyone is all right. The people in Dormont, the people in the house. Yes, this music's gorgeous. Well, they're most likely all frozen in time, aren't they? We haven't seen anyone yet, but maybe someone survived. Maybe the housemaid managed to. Tell me a joke, Seafree, please. To get your mind off it? Sure. Yes, to get your mind off of things. Oh, I had a meeting with a plum today. A plum? Like the fruit? Yes, that meeting was... Oh, let me guess. Was a very fruitful meeting? Oh, this is... You can have it. You can have the punchline. Oh, no. Was that it? So, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Sorry for stealing your joke. No, it's a cooperation, It's the worst thing that could ever happen to you. No, it's a cooperation. Who are you if you're not the funny joke jokes pun person? I don't want to read too much of the lines. I think it's like a very funny thing, but obviously there could be a thing where it's like, feeling what's your place in the group as well, I guess, and I think that's a very natural thing in a friend group as well. It's like if someone else becomes funnier than me, like, who am I? But I think, in this case, we'll see it as a collaboration,
So that's stupid. We can't be friends. That'd be like being friends with your mom or your sister. What?
So then, which one is Mira?
That's like the cool sister. The one who gives me sweets when I ask. Unlike my actual older sister who sucks.
Is that how it works? So we asked all the other questions. So which one is Odile?
Actually, Deal's more like grandma, isn't she? Is she? And you definitely can't be friends with your grandma.
Is that how it works? Honestly, like, my experience with grandmas is very sweet.
Sounds like a little brother.
Is that how it works? So Zal's like a little brother. And what about us? Is the next one, right?
I don't know.
Is that how it works? And again, I feel like this is one of those things where it's like, again, Bonnie is a very passionate kid. 100% loves, being outward and will express themselves in very interesting ways. But, we see them numerous times, them stopping themselves before they say something that makes them feel a bit vulnerable in a way. Because I think a lot of times we can feel that way where we're given so much love, but, and sometimes it's the opposite as well. I think there's a bit of both there when it comes to Bonnie, where Bonnie, like, is not able to, like, take certain aspects of, like, too much praise because maybe they feel like they want to, make their own steps in this world and stuff like that. And they probably feel too much like a kid. But then when it comes to their snacks, they love to be praised. But also, like, giving outward love to people sometimes is very difficult. And especially, like, as soon as you do that, especially from a kid's perspective, it's probably like this thing where it's like, okay, now it's this connection where where you are in my life, but I don't want to let you in on that just yet. You know what I mean? Because I don't think they hate Seafreen at all. You reach towards the light. Everyone was healed. Your allies' craft, skills, and experience have been recorded in this location. Save your progress. I will. You close your eyes. Lovely stuff. So then we just have to move on, I guess? Are you ready? Ready. All right, let's go. It was cool having the scene, by the way. I love seeing them all eating, taking a break. Once again, it's just like having these fantastic relationships amongst each other as well. And to put a pin on what I was talking about with Bonnie with the idea of like, the idea of vulnerability, I feel like it's just one of those things that like, even for a kid, it is putting yourself out there and, almost proclaiming something in a way where in reality, it can be kind of like embarrassing sometimes to be like, you're the cool one, or you're this one, or you're that one, especially when you're talking to someone's face. But yeah, I don't think they're like someone who just like doesn't like us in general, but more enemies here. More enemies. Battle start. Look at this one. Is there any indication what this one is? There's like 2 things at the top, so we could say maybe. Wait, let's have you analyze it. Oh, deal, if that's okay. What are you weak to? This just went tick-tock like a bomb. That's not good. If it explodes, we'll be lucky to get out unharmed. I can try to slow down my crafts while you attack, but we can always escape if we get too scared. Reminder, Stardust, you can escape almost any battle. To escape instead of attacking using craft, press B. Oh, B is escape. From there, you have an option to escape. You're pretty crafty, but escaping will never be a problem. Well, unless you're fighting a floor boss or the king, make sure to escape when you need to. Not all battles need to be fought. There we go. Slow them down, though. We didn't get any indication of what they might be. I'm guessing like maybe we could try all of them at least. So it's okay, they're like rock. Is there name to do with anxiety? Thank you so much, Bonnie. Make us faster. Is this like anxiety? Raise attacks. So weak. Maybe we could try and boost our defense just in case something does happen. Good stuff. We can still attack, right? Yeah. Yeah, because we're not going to be able to get up to 5 if you don't start attacking. Because I think that's what's happening here, honestly. Bonnie missed. It's okay, Bonnie. Don't worry about it. Good stuff. Okay. Oh. Yeah, we just go for the attack then, right? You breathe in and out. 700 experience received. Okay, cool. So there is going to be like, I guess we're probably going to have to find other keys again if there's probably going to be another door up here. I can't even get an indication. I guess like rock again, so we're using paper again. So if I go here, we can try it out anyway. Does it seem like... Oh! Okay, that worked out. There's another door, but what's the shape this time? The gate is locked. The keyhole is shaped like a hand in the scissor position. Okay. There's also a note stuck on the gate. The key is located in the trap building room. The king is leaving notes now? He must be forgetful. What an idiot. It happens. We have our own little forgetful one with us, don't we? Everyone looks at you. We're the forgetful one? You pout. It's okay, Seafreen. We'll remember things for you. That's very sweet, Mirabelle. You have many other talents, I'm sure. Not sure it helps, Mira. Yeah, I love that they like all, again, their supportive nature with each other is really great in their own personal way. I love that like Mirabelle's always looking out for Seafreen as well, but they all are in a way. And also to put another pin on the Bonnie thing, I wonder if like his sister and his, like the idea of losing his sister, but possibly losing his sister is also a thing where it's kind of like, he doesn't want to feel that same passionate, love for his friends just yet, maybe. And I think it's because he does care about the other character. I think it's just like maybe I don't know. I think it is also a thing with kids. They do like always pick someone that they're just not that's not their favorite. You know what I mean? It does happen like that sometimes. But yeah, I'm not like ever gonna hold that against them at all. You can feel someone in the distance. There's someone over there? Someone? Please, let's go. Who's this? Is that someone from the house? They've been frozen by the king's curse. That's not her housemaiden. She often helped me with chores. I can't believe she's... What was she like? Tell us a bit about her. Oh, she started working at the house before me, so she often had to teach me how to do basic things. Like what? Like how to cut veggies without cutting my fingers too. Belle! I know how to do it now. Like, and then of course Bonnie does all the cooking, so of course they're like, no, you shouldn't cut your fingers. I hope you didn't cut your fingers. This is rough. Like, it's showing the severity of the situation and like the emotional side of the situation, like to a high degree here as well. You go meow. Cat's paw. Can't cut my fingies. Yeah. Wait, so like to make like a wait, like to make like a fist, like a cat's paw? Cute. It is very cute. What? Cute? It's cute, right? That's how I remember. She taught me how to do it. And she always helped me bandage my hands after I hurt myself. So someone that definitely took care of Mirabelle, making sure they weren't hurt anymore. Shaking her head, telling me to be more careful next time. She was such a nice person. She never hurt anyone. The king... Why would the king do this? And I can't even do anything to save her. She was not under the curse for too long. I can't reverse it. Wait, so like even now we can't reverse it? Oh, Mirabelle. I'm so... Mirabelle. So it's because it's gone so far, even if we stopped the king, we couldn't reverse this? The king is powering the curse. So if we manage to beat him, everyone should go back to normal. But every new floor, the sadness are getting stronger. At some point, we might end up being frozen in time ourselves. If it happens, I'll be here. I'm the only one who can't get frozen in time thanks to the change god's blessing. Okay. And if you get frozen, I have the power to save you. Yeah, Mira, our amazing chosen. We're counting on you, Mirabelle. You smile at her. So it's interesting that like they would have to go on this journey alone then. You know? They would have to save us by themselves when so much of this party so far has been about like supporting each other. She'd have to find her way by herself. Which is dark to think about, but like she has this determination that she wouldn't want this to happen to us. But I also find it interesting how Dio's being very like realistic where it's like at some point we might be frozen. But it's hard to think about, right? Hey Stardust, just like your researcher said, sadness are getting stronger. Some of them have the same power as the king, the power to freeze you in time. Your housemate is immune to such attacks, which is fantastic. But if you're frozen in time, you won't be able to act. Everyone is frozen in time. Your housemate is out cold, you lose. So if someone is frozen, make sure to use a lovely moving cure skill, okay? Okay? Bye. Yeah, like this right here, it's perspective, right? It's like, you know, because we can talk about the plot that's happening in this game a lot, and we have talked about the plot that's happening in this game a lot. And, you know, the difference between like describing a plot and actually feeling a plot, I feel like, and actually like feeling the emotions behind a plot and a story. Because I can say to you, there's the story of in Stars in Time so far anyway, is that this king has frozen people in time, and you and your party members are going to stop the king, but you're in a time loop and all this stuff, and you can describe a story like that. And like you probably won't feel like emotionally attached to it. You might think it's cool, but what this game does really well, and it's something that like, people might be like, oh no, that's what games do. I don't think every game does it very well. I think some games like would think that having a story is enough and not having actually making people connected to the world and the feelings and the emotions and the camaraderie and all this stuff. Like they feel like they don't need to do that. But what this game has done very well is not only make us care about, like, they made us care so much about these 5 characters so quickly. Like, I'm so in love with these characters. So in love with these characters. But because of that, it sped up the other process of me feeling the effects of this world. And we're probably going to get attacked here. I saw it coming. The effects of this world. If that makes sense. Whereas, like, you know, because it's almost like doing like the start of a maths equation correct, right? If that makes sense. It's almost like because the start of the maths equation is done so right, the rest of it actually is going even better. You know what I mean? Because I care a lot about Mirabelle's feelings, and I think she's very sweet, and they've made her story so like emotional to begin with, and they've had her describe how she's feeling, or at least show how she's feeling through these beautiful facial expressions and like talking about the journey and like what she has to do and all this stuff. And then they made the character very likable. Now I'm invested in what she's invested in, and I'm invested in what she wants to, as she sees in this world and how she feels. I always use like the movie Scream as a good example of this, because when it comes to like horror games and horror movies, one of the things that scares me more than anything is losing a character that I really care about. And like with Scream, for example, the first one back in the 90s when I saw it, well, I didn't see it in the 90s, I saw it much afterwards, I guess. But yeah, but Sidney Prescott is a character that I care about, right? And so it's not just this, because you can be like, oh yeah, this killer goes around killing people. Oh, that's spooky. But what if it's a character that you definitely care about, which means that whenever she's like feels hurt in that movie because someone might have betrayed her, you feel that hurt. And it's probably not the greatest example, but you know what I'm saying. So like when Mirabelle is feeling this pain, you also feel like, because you know her now and because you like her so much and because you're so invested in her story and her feelings, instantly I'm just like, okay, I get it. That's such a horrible situation. And they're facing us right head on with it. Like, this is right here. This is a person. And showing us right here now, it's like, you have the baseline thing of like, seeing this is already awful. You feel terrible. But now that we know we care about Mirabelle, it's even more awful because we care about Mirabelle's feelings, and this makes Mirabelle sad as well, which means that we know that this is making everyone in the world sad. We already knew that, but now we see a full front like example of this right in front of us. Baseline is this is already horrible. It's terrible to look at. It makes you feel sick. But it's also making Mirabelle upset, which in turn makes us upset because we know how she's feeling. We're empathizing with this stuff. We empathize with the person that's frozen here and with Mirabelle now. And because we, as I said, that because they set up the fact that we already care about these characters, now I do care about these characters. Whatever they care about, I care about, which makes anything they do in the story now and whatever they're invested in much easier to get invested in. I hope I made sense of what I'm saying there. It's much easier to care about what characters are invested in, how they're feeling and their reactions when you care about the characters. You know? And I think they did a good job with that here. Not every game does this. People can say that's just what every game does. They don't. They just do. I've played games where like the story is there and like there's like you describe the story to someone. It's like, that's really cool. But like I'm not invested in how the characters feel about the world whatsoever. But I am in this. To talk about, I guess, this whole episode, because we're going to end the episode here, I think like what we were basically like getting a hold of in this episode was just like, we're still going through the dungeon, and it is like a longer dungeon, but I think we're getting to like know the characters a little bit better. We're seeing very subtle, well-written moments with them, as we just saw here, and we just described in like a little bit of detail about how Mirabelle is feeling. We're seeing the effects of all this stuff happening. We're seeing the relationship between everyone as well. We're also seeing the emotions behind, you know, Bonnie and losing their sister, and how like, you know, they're still in a very like fragile state from that stuff too. We're also seeing the effects of the loop ourselves also at the same time also, where we're getting looped over and over again, where we're worried about when the next loop is going to come. We're trying to avoid that in the best way possible, but we have like a good group of pals here that are going to help us out in this situation too. It's a really fun game with like really great mechanics. The battle mechanics are really fantastic as well. That first mini boss we fought there was pretty fantastic also. But I think what I'm just most in love with this game so far is like how they're, as I said, how they're setting up the story, how the characters interact with each other. The dialogue with each other is so fun and so sweet. The very subtle moments, like again, one of the best moments in this game so far is having like, you know, Odile unintentionally upset Bonnie, not intentionally so, but like it was a situation where the Odile's just being themselves, and in the process Bonnie's facial expression showed like, oh, I don't, maybe that my sister won't be okay then. And of course Isabeau maybe reading the room a little bit, just being the sweetheart that they are, kind of like maybe picked up on some subtle vibes and was like, well, that's because of this and because of that. And Odile didn't fight back against it, you know? The moments where they're having dinner together and they like realize that they want to like that they want to help Bonnie there as well. There is like, again, just this really beautiful supportive nature. I love the characters, love the combat in this game. Can't wait to see where else this is going to be going. I imagine that like, you know, we're probably closing in on something here, but we'll see where that goes. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you so much for supporting this series and for supporting me. The next episode will be on Sunday, right? Yes, Sunday. Today's Friday. You're watching this Sunday. So thank you so much for watching this, and thank you so much to Never Gonna Pay the Baby Gangster here on Patreon. That being Tyvaro2, Jamie Bull, Jonathan Banana, The Ghost of Yuzuma, Felicius Felix, Yule, Radish and Usa, Death Trap, Links Marky, Assassin, True Peter Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, Leon, Hike Experian, Jared Beanham, at the highest tier of my YouTube, Royal Gamer 7, and Blasco. I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.